Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing your reteach over ratios and percents, which you had took last Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you didn't do too hot on that quiz, so I am literally going to go over the test questions. I have changed a few of the numbers, but how to solve it is exactly the same. I suggest taking out some paper so you can copy down and follow along with me, so that way you can have it next to you while you're retaking your quiz. Okay. Again, these are the actual quiz questions. All I have done is change the numbers because you're going to be retaking it in just a few moments. Okay, let's share my screen. Share. Move me to the side. Okay, so the first question was for finding the part. Find the part by multiplying or using a percent bar. Remember, on all of these types of problems, I showed you 3 different ways. Whichever way you prefer, go for it. These are just suggestions. All right, let's go. Finding the part. I am multiplying. 50 dolls. There were 50 dolls on the shelf. 75% of those dolls had dresses on. How many dolls were wearing the dresses? So 50 is my whole. 75% is my part or my percent. They want us to find out what that represents. What does 75% represent? Well, remember, I can use Dr. Pepper to change my percent to a decimal. 1, 2. So I have 0.75. And remember, I'm finding the part, so I'm multiplying. Remember, the word of also tells me that I will be multiplying. I need to multiply that by 50, okay? Because I have a decimal in here, I need to count off how many decimal places I have. Here's my decimal, 1, 2. I have a total of 2 decimal places that I need to account for in my final answer. Let's go ahead and multiply like normal. 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 5 is 0, 0 times 7 is 0. I am going to a new line. I need to put my 0 placeholder. All right, multiply like normal. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 2 is 37, okay? I don't need to add this. I have 3,750, but that is not my final answer. Remember, I have to account for the 2 decimal places. So starting at the back, 1, 2. So my part that represents 75% is 37.50. Okay, you can choose to keep that 0 or not. I usually drop the back 0 if we're not dealing with money. We are not dealing with money, so you can either have 37.5 or you can have 37.50. Again, this is very similar to the question that you saw. Actually, this is the question. All I did was change the numbers, okay? But how you solve it is the same. All right, the next question you had on your quiz was to find the whole, dividing or by using a percent bar or whatever method you found to help you out. Let's read it. 20 of the students in the school choir like to sing solos, I'm sorry. These 20 students make up 24% of the choir. How many students are in the choir? So it says I can divide or I can use a percent bar. I'm going to go with dividing. You use what you like. I need to change my percent to a decimal by using Dr. Pepper. 1, 2. I now have 0.24 divided by 20. Remember, I can't have a decimal out here. I need to remove it. 1, 2. 1, 2. Add my zeros, make sure I bring my decimal up. 24 will not go into 2. 24 will not go into 20. I need to start at 200. How many 24s can I get in there? Looks like I can get 8 in there. So 8 times 24 will give me 192. If I subtract that from 200, need to borrow again, I will have 8 left over. Bring down my next number. Okay, how many 24s can I get into 80? 3 looks like it. 24 times 3 will give me 72. I have 8 left over, which is going to give me a repeating number, okay? So in this instance, my total is going to be 83, okay? 83, excuse me, 0.3 with the bar. Sorry guys, because we said that's going to be keep repeating, okay? All right, again, you had this problem. What I did was change the numbers. How you solve it is the same. You had a find the percent, okay? It says you can divide or by using the percent bar. It says in a group of 80 children, 10 cannot swim. What percent can swim? A lot of you missed this because you didn't realize that it wanted a different number. The number that they gave you was the ones that could not swim. They wanted to know what was the percent that could swim. So you had to do a little work before you got to your answer. You had to first get the number of kiddos that could swim. So here's my total. This is my part, but this is not the right number. I need to subtract these two. 80 minus 10 will give me 70. 70 is the number that I need to calculate because they want to know how many can swim. So my new part is going to be 70 out of 80. Because remember, when I'm finding the percent, I need a part-whole relationship. Remember, I can simplify by 10. I now have 7 over 8. Now I can do my tie bow. Top in, bottom out. 8 will not go into 7, so I need to add a 0. Okay. 8 times 8 will give me 64. With 6 left over. 8 times 7 will give me 56. With 4 left over. And then 8 times 5 will give me the 40. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, they're looking for a percent. I used tie bow to get my decimal. Now I need to use Dr. Pepper so I can get my percent. Dr. Pepper, if I have a decimal and I need a percent, it's 2 to the right. Here's my decimal, 1, 2. So my percent is 87.5% as my final answer, okay? Again, a lot of you did not realize that you needed a different number. The number that they gave you was the cannot swim. They wanted the answer for the people that could swim. So please, please, please be mindful when you get back to this question. You need to subtract first before you do your division. All right, the next question, we went back to finding the part. Find the part by multiplying or by using a percent bar. It says student council ordered 20 pizzas. 80% of those pizzas were pepperoni. How many were pepperoni pizzas? So good. We're talking about the same information, so there's no extra step that I need to do. It says that I can multiply to find this answer, okay? I need to do Dr. Pepper to change my percent to a decimal. So I have 0.80, and I'm multiplying, sorry guys, I need paper underneath this, by 20. Because I have a decimal, I need to account for the decimal places. 1, 2. So I need to make sure I move my decimal 2 places at the end. Multiply like normal. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0. I'm going to a new line. Start with 0 placeholder. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 8 is 16. Again, I don't need to show my addition because there were zeros at the top, but I do need to account for my decimal place. I need to move it twice. 1, 2. So because I have a decimal with zeros behind it, I can actually drop that off. So my final answer will be 16. Okay, again, this is the same quiz question you had. All I did was change the numbers. So how you solve it is still the same. All right, finding the whole by dividing or using a percent bar. There are 300 televisions in a store that are high definition. These 300 televisions make up 80% of the televisions. How many televisions are in the store? Remember, we're trying to find the total. This 300 represents 80%. Okay, Dr. Pepper, 1, 2. So I have my 0.80, and I'm going to be dividing that by 300. I can't have a decimal out here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Woo, look at all these zeros. Bring it up. 80 will not go into 3. 80 will not go into 30. I need to start at 300. Okay, so what can we do? Let's see, looks like we can do 3 times 8 will give me 240. Yeah, 240. Gotta borrow. Okay, oh, sorry. 0, 6. Okay, bring down the next one. Looks like 7. 7 times 80 will give me 560. 0, 4. Yep. Bring down the last 0. Oh, we wind up using all those. It looks like 5 times 80 will give me exactly 400. Okay, so I have 2 zeros in the front. I can actually drop those off. I have my decimal right here, but nothing's behind it, so I can also drop that off. So my total, or my whole, is 375. So 375 televisions, okay? Okay. All right, last one, finding the percent. You can divide or use a percent bar. There were 120 cats out of 200 animals in a dog and cat rescue center. What percent were dogs? Again, a lot of you missed this because you failed to read it all the way through. They gave you the number of cats, but the answer they wanted was in dogs. So I need to subtract 200 from 120. 0, 8, 8, 9, 10, yeah, 8. So 80 of those animals were dogs. So this is the number I need to use. So I'm going to do 80 out of 200, okay? I can simplify by 10. So now I have 8 out of 20. I can simplify that further by 4. So now I have 2/5. Okay, remember I need a percent though. So here's my typo, top in, bottom out. Okay, I have a decimal, not a percent. So Dr. Pepper, 1, 2. I have an empty space. I need to fill that with a 0. 40% is my answer that I was looking for. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be careful. The number they gave us was for cats, but the answer they wanted was in dogs. So again, this is the same quiz question. All I did was change the numbers. So please pay attention when you get back to this problem, but how you solve it is still the same. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have gone over your entire quiz. All I did was change the numbers. How you solve it is the same. Remember, you can use multiplication, division, percent bar, or any other method that you found to help you, but please make sure that you are working the problems out. Go ahead and go back to your folder, take your quiz, and I will see you tomorrow. Remember, game day. Bye.